Hello everyone, welcome back, and this is Naveen from UI Brains. In this video, we are going to discuss about the very important concept of Bootstrap, that is carousel. Okay, so carousel means slider, so it means the images will be sliding based on some duration. So when you see most of the websites will have this component called carousel. So let's see how to make a carousel and what are the different types of carousels and what different options available in carousel. So let's have a look. So first let's start with the official documentation and then we'll start with our coding. Okay, let's see here. So I have opened Bootstrap. In this, if you go to the components, there is a carousel. Okay, so when I click on a carousel, so carousel means a slideshow component. So how it works, they have explained complete information here. They also given a proper order of examples. One is slides only, means only slides. You see, only slides is just moving as per some duration, and this is the source code for that. Okay, and after that, we have with the controls. That is this one. See these controls. Okay, and we also have with indicators. That is this indicators, and also we have captions like this. Okay, so we have plenty of options for carousel. Okay, so let's start for carousel. Before we start with carousel, we need to download some set of images. Okay, so we have download some set of images. So for images, the very well-known website is pexels.com. Let me search for mm, on pexels.com. pexels.com. Okay, here, come on, that is very slow. Yeah, this is a website. You can download some good images here, and you can search for something. You can search for something called workspace. Some query you can search for nature, you can search for forest, you can search for travel, tourism, whatever. Okay, so whenever you search for, yeah, so we got some images, and here you can download some set of images. What set of images is, let me select one image. Okay, so this is one image. Come on, two minutes, that is very slow. um, huh, Too much time. Okay, I tell you, when I click on this image, you get the download option. There you can select the option called customize custom size. Okay, because each image will have its own width and height. Okay, but when you make a slider, all images should be of same width and height. So then it looks good. Okay, so for that, see, when you have a free download, if you click on drop down, see, you have a custom size. You can select a custom size. Mostly for sliders, you can select around some 1400, and this will be around 500 you can take. Okay, so 1400 is the width and 500 is the height. You can select any image of this size, so any your own dimension, but all same. Okay, fine. You can download it, but my system very slow. It's okay, I have in my local, in the images folder, yeah, I have three images. You can download the images and change the name, any of your chosen images. Make sure width and height should be same for all three images. Okay, fine. So now I have three images, so I just get those images and the keep in the img folder. Okay, so I have a lot of images here, and then I'll paste it. Okay, so I have images now. So now let's start with the slider or carousel example. So first of all, as usual, I'll copy the starter file and I'll go to here. I'll paste it. I'll change the name to 24 underscore bootstrap underscore carousel dot html. Click on OK. Okay. So here let's take bootstrap carousel. Let's save it. Go check. Let me refresh. Yeah, I have a file called carousel. Fine. So here I want to display a carousel. So let's start here. So within the container, I write a command. Comment simple slider or carousel. Okay. So for carousel, first you take one division with a class called carousel and slide. So two classes, carousel and slide. You can take one ID. So that's called simple slider. And also you have to give another option data rider is equal to carousel. Okay, so this is the JavaScript specific thing, so they will take this attribute for sliding. So data rider carousel. Okay, fine. Inside you can take one division. This class name will be uh, carousel inner. Okay, so first carousel, inside carousel inner. So in the carousel inner, each item will be carousel item. So let's take a division with the class called carousel item. Okay, so inside you will take an image src image folder slash slider 1.jpg alt nothing. Let's take class. You can take image fluid and width 100%. Okay, fine. Let's copy this and paste. So let's change this to carousel 2.jpg and this is carousel 3.jpg. So you have three sliders. Okay, one last thing is for the first one. So first which should be active. Okay, so first carousel item you can give extra class called active. Okay, so that's it. Carousel inner, each is carousel item and first one will be active and multiple sliders what you had. Okay, fine. So let's check. I got a nice slider. So which is already started for sliding. So the sliding you can control it. It means how much time for each image has to take for sliding. So for that you have to write a small jQuery snippet that is given by the Bootstrap website itself. If you go to slider, if you can come down, there is a small settings here via JavaScript. You can copy this. It is a simple jQuery snippet. Where you write is at the bottom script tag. You can write this here. You can provide some set of options. What options means? There is an options given here. Interval means so each image how much time it will take to move on. Okay, so you want for 1 second, 2 seconds, or 3 seconds, whatever. Okay, default is 5000. So 5000 milliseconds. It means 5 seconds. So I want the interval to be just 3 seconds. Means you have to give a 3000. So what happens is just check for every 3 seconds carousel is moving on. Okay, so fine. If you can give something called 1, what happens? So for every second carousel will be moving. Let me refresh. Yeah, let's check once. See, 1 second. See, it's become very faster now because every 1 second is moving. Better you can give for at least 3 seconds. Okay, fine. And one more option useful is pause on hover. It means whenever I move a cursor on top of this, it will pause. Okay, it will never move. So you can also give this option pause hover. Let me do that. Comma pause hover. Okay, so these two very useful options for carousel. Okay, fine. So now I got a simple slider. It moves for every 3 seconds. Fine. Next, I want to add some extra what do you call the controls and indicators and all this. So let's start now. So for controls, you can watch the official documentation and see we have made a simple slider. If you want to make a control, see these are the controls of Bootstrap. Okay, we want to get these controls here. There are some two anchor tags given. One is for previous, one is for next. So these two are the controls. Okay, so I can just simply copy these two anchor tags. Uh, you can paste it after the division. After carousel inner, you can paste both the anchor tags. And one more thing is they are referring to some ID, and what was the ID is your slider ID. Okay, so that's why we give an ID. This ID I have to copy and change it and also change it. So these two are referring to the our own slider called simple slider. Now save it, go check. Uh, so I can move it on backward direction. I can click on forward direction. But only thing is, see, you can't see the indicator options at all, right? If you don't have, maybe I think this is because of MDB. Just a moment. If I can comment out MDB and now check, yes, I have a slider options like this. Okay, but just for the sake of this one, we don't want to disable the MDB because MDB is having a rich UI, right? So I'll do one thing. I have to fix with MDB. Okay, so let's see how it works. Okay, maybe they are using something else for this options. I'll do one thing. You can just check for console. In the console, you got, yeah, you got 404 error, arrow left dot svg, arrow right dot svg. Acha, it is looking for C. It is looking for bootstrap folder slash img folder svg arrow right. See, in the uh, bootstrap folder, there is no img folder, right? Because we have only taken the css and js files. So where you get these files is whenever you download the MDB website, I mean MDB software, okay, from the website of mdbootstrap.com. There in the zip file when you extract it, there will be one bootstrap folder. In that img folder will be there. In that these two will be there. Okay, so I can't download now because my net is very slow. So I can just get you. Um, I can go to some other location, some other batch, bootstrap, img, uh, svg. Yeah, these two. Okay, I'll do one thing. Copy the svg. You can find this exactly img, svg, and all in the MD Bootstrap software. Okay, source code. Now I can right click new directory img folder. In that, I'll paste the svg folder. So some svg images. So arrow left, arrow right, exactly same path what they're expecting. So we have made it. So now check. So error has gone. Now check. See, you got a small links, so for forward direction and the backward direction. Okay, so this is a small change you have to do. Next, if you want to make some indicators, see here, if you click on backward direction, only backward direction is forward direction. So I want to make the indicator. So here, so for indicators, see, with indicators means you have to write this OL tag with the class called Carousel Indicators. Okay, and here the list of list items. Let me copy this OL carousel indicators, copy back to your code here, exactly before the carousel inner, paste it. Okay, so class name carousel indicators, and also make sure this data target has to match with your ID. Okay, let me copy the ID, paste it, paste it, and paste it. So data slide 2, it is actually an array, so like a 0 index base, 0 1 2, like that. Okay, so you can just copy this one from the Bootstrap official website and now check. Yes, you have indicators. Okay, looks good. But the problem is these indicators are small circles, but actually when they given is this one, because this is official Bootstrap, right? But we are using MDB, so that's why it's like this. If you want exactly the same like this, what's the class name? It is Carousel Indicators. Okay, let me copy this, or you can search for in mdb.css for Carousel Indicators. Sorry. Okay, so I got it. Carousel indicator list item something. Let me copy this. So this is what a source code. So don't change in mdb.css. You can copy it. You can create your own style tag and paste it. So here width some rem is there. I'll take some 30 pixels width, and height I'll take 5 pixels. Cursor pointer, that's okay. Border radius. Let's check once. Yeah, you got it, but border radius is fully rounded. I'll take it as 0%. So what happens? See, you got a squares. Okay. If you want more height, you can give some 20 pixels. You get the more height. Okay. You want exactly the squares 30 30. Okay. You get like this. You want a circle, you can make 50%. You will get a full circle. So like this, you can modify like this. But I want same as Bootstrap. So very less height and make sure it is 0%. Okay, so you get like that. Okay, if you want even length, you can increase around some 40 pixels, more widths like this. Okay, looks good. Fine. So this is the indicators. Okay, not only indicators, we can also give the captions. Captions means, see here, with captions. With captions means like this, we have to give some captions. How to give a caption is, see, for below the image, there's a class called Carousel Caption. You can give some caption. Okay, so let's start with this part here only. What I do is, below each image, I'll write a division with a class called Carousel Caption. Inside, I write some h3 with the class called display3. Let's say, uh, let's say, feel the joy, something. So paragraph with the class called leader. Let's say lorem 20 tab. Okay, so let's check. I have this carousel caption. Check one for the first one. Yes, I got it. Feel the joy. Okay, fine. Next, you can also give some nice. Do one thing. We can make some h5 and let's take as display 4. Okay, so, small text. Yeah, fine. You can also give some nice button also here. Let's take a button with the class called btn minus teal color. I think button teal is not there. Let's take button primary. um, Something called read more. You can write like this. Yeah, you got a button. Okay, this is the first caption. So let's make the next image another caption. So let me copy the same carousel caption. So exactly below the image, you can paste it. So feel the joy, and let's take enjoy the nature, and lastly copy this and paste it. I can also give what else you give, enjoy the nature and relax, relax with holidays, something, relax with holidays. Now check. So feel the joy, enjoy the nature, and relax with holidays. Okay, looks good. Okay, you can make these type of captions also for the this slide. But one more thing, I don't want to center. I want to keep it left side. Okay, you want to keep it left side. You can try for the feel the joy for slide. Text left. so that what happened, it is left side. Okay, and we can do one thing, not only this one, the complete thing I want left. So with the whole text left I'll take. So text is complete left. Okay, but I don't want this in the bottom here. I want to keep it somewhere here at the top. You can do that using the carousel caption. You can copy the class name. You can write dot carousel caption. You can give some bottom, some 50 pixels. What happens? Little up. Let's take 100 pixels more. Let's take 150. This you can decide how you want it. Okay. Okay, looks good. So all are at the top. Fine. This is complete left side. I want the second one complete right side. So what you do? First one text left. Next one text right, and the other one is again text left. Okay. So it looks good. Now check. This complete left. This complete right, and this complete left again. Okay. Fine. You can do like this. And one more thing is you can also give some other animation because I want to do is for each slider, once the image has come, first image has to come and then the text has to visible. Okay, so that looks ultimate. Okay, so as of now what happened, image is coming, text also coming. I don't want text and image at the same time. I want different time intervals. You can apply some animation and timings for this content. What you can do is um, here for slider I can give the caption, I can give animated, uh, zoom in for delay for after 1 second. Okay, so animated class name, zoom in is the zoom effect, and this one. Okay, 1 second time. Let me copy this and I can do one thing. I can just give it only for feel the joy, only for the heading I'll give. Okay, delay 1 second. So animated delay 1 second, save it. Or it's not zoom in, I'll take something called jack in the box. Okay, so let me copy this animated jack in the box delay 1 second for all the headings. This heading paste, this heading also you can paste it. Now save it, go check, feel the joy. Okay, so only the heading is applied, but whatever the next text, that is also automatically visible. I want to apply some other animation for the text and the button. So text and button, but both are two separate things. I'll do one thing. I can just cut them, keep it in the division. I'll give the class call animated, zoom in, delay 2 seconds. So this is delay 1 second. This is 2 seconds. Why I'm giving up to 2 seconds is my complete slider is for 3 seconds. So image for second, second, and next second move on. Okay. So let me give a same thing, animated zoom in delay 2. So let me cut this, keep it inside a division, paste it, and give the class call animated, zoom in, and then delay for 2 seconds. Okay, same division I'll copy because text is same now. So I'll replace these two with my division. Okay, simple. Now check, see, slider, text, and then image. Feel the joy like this. Okay, fine, looks good. So this is how you can make a sliders. And one more thing is, sir, I want this slider to occupy the complete the edges. Okay, I don't want to give this much space around it. Okay, just for example purpose I given. If you don't want this, see here, if you don't want this extra space, uh, actually write the slider inside a container. If you don't want, you can just remove the extra class called container. Okay, if you remove the class called container, now check. Yes, this will be spread across. Okay, so that's it. So that is the Bootstrap Carousel concept. Okay, so thank you so much for joining, and we'll meet in the next video for the next concept. Thank you.